Are you ready to transform your life in just one day? What if I told you that one simple shift in your mindset, inspired by one of the greatest philosophers of all time, could set you on the path to a new you in just a week? Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, believed that true change is possible, but only if we commit to small, deliberate steps each day. Today, we're going to explore how his wisdom can reshape your life in just 7 days. Welcome to today's video. If you've ever felt stuck, overwhelmed, or unsure of how to make a real change in your life, you're not alone. The ancient philosophy of Stoicism, particularly the teachings of Marcus Aurelius, has been a guiding light for many looking to find peace, purpose, and resilience. Over the next 30-40 minutes, we're going to break down how you can apply Stoic principles, starting today, to make a lasting transformation in your life. Whether you're looking for mental clarity, emotional control, or a new perspective, these principles are practical and effective for anyone. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly how you can take action day by day to make a new you in just a week. Section 1. The Stoic Philosophy, the Power of Control and Acceptance. Let's start by diving into the heart of Stoicism, the idea that we control only what we can and must accept what we cannot. Marcus Aurelius wrote in his Meditations, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This principle can be life-changing when we realize how much energy we spend trying to control things beyond our reach: the weather, other people's actions, and unexpected life events. Instead, Stoicism teaches us to focus on our response to these things. Imagine you're stuck in traffic on your way to an important meeting. You can't control the traffic, but you can control your reaction. You can either fume in frustration or take that time to practice deep breathing, reflect on your day ahead, or even listen to a podcast. The Stoic mindset here is to accept what's happening and then choose your response wisely. Why this matters today. In our modern, fast-paced world, we often feel like we're at the mercy of things outside of our control. This mindset can lead to stress, anxiety, and even burnout. By practicing control over our thoughts and actions, we can find peace and strength in any situation. Section 2. Day 1. Start with self-awareness. Observe your thoughts. Day 1 is all about self-awareness. One of the first exercises Marcus Aurelius recommends is simply observing your thoughts. He famously said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." Spend a few minutes each day reflecting on your thoughts. What's running through your mind? Are you filled with negativity, self-doubt, or worry? Or are your thoughts peaceful, grounded, and purposeful? Keep a journal for the first day. Write down your thoughts, how you feel, and any patterns you notice. This exercise helps you start recognizing which thoughts are productive and which are harmful. The goal is not to judge, but to observe. Why this matters for the week. Self-awareness is the foundation of any transformation. Once you start observing your thoughts, you can begin choosing which ones to act on and which ones to dismiss. This practice will help you develop better emotional regulation and lead to more productive thinking. Section 3. Day 2-3. Practice discipline. Take control of your actions. Know that we've gained some awareness of our thoughts. We move into a more actionable stage, discipline. Discipline is essential in the Stoic Path. and Marcus Aurelius often emphasized the need for daily, consistent effort. He wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." What does this mean for you? Discipline isn't just about willpower. It's about creating daily habits that move you closer to your goals. Whether it's working out, reading, or simply focusing on one task at a time, small, disciplined actions accumulate into big results. Let's say you're trying to build a new habit, like waking up earlier. Day 2 is all about setting a firm commitment to that. Start small, perhaps wake up 15 minutes earlier than usual, and use that time to read, meditate, or plan your day. On day 3, you might face resistance. You may want to hit snooze or avoid the task altogether. Instead of giving in, acknowledge the resistance as a natural part of the process. The Stoic approach is to persist. Even when obstacles appear, we know that overcoming them is part of the journey. Section 4, Day 4-5. Embrace the present moment. The art of mindfulness. Marcus Aurelius was known for his ability to stay focused on the present, regardless of external distractions. Do every act of your life as though it were the very last act of your life, he said. On days 4 and 5, we focus on mindfulness. This doesn't mean escaping the stresses of life, but rather facing them fully and with a clear mind. Practice being fully present in whatever you're doing, whether it's eating, working, or having a conversation. When you find your mind wandering or becoming anxious, gently bring it back to the present moment. Use techniques like deep breathing or a simple mental reset to refocus. The more you practice mindfulness, the more you'll be able to handle challenges with calm and clarity. Section 5, Day 6-7. Gratitude and reflection. The final Stoic practice be the end of your week. It's time to focus on gratitude and reflection. Marcus Aurelius believed in the power of reflecting on the day's events, both good and bad. When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love, what to do on days 6 and 7. At the end of each day, take a moment to reflect on what went well and what you could improve. Also, express gratitude for the simple things in life, your health, your relationships, or the ability to learn and grow. Write a daily reflection at the end of each day. Ask yourself, what did I accomplish today? What challenges did I face, and how did I respond? What am I grateful for? Gratitude helps us shift from a mindset of scarcity to one of abundance. It also allows us to see progress, no matter how small, and appreciate the journey. Section 6. The role of virtue. Living with moral excellence. One of the central tenets of Stoicism is the idea of virtue, the highest good. Marcus Aurelius, in his meditations, constantly reminded himself to live according to virtue, stating that the best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. The Stoics believed that the only thing truly within our control is our character, how we act, how we respond, and how we treat others. What this means for you. On day 8, take a step back and reflect on the kind of person you want to be. For the Stoics, virtue wasn't about moral superiority, but about living in accordance with reason, courage, justice, and wisdom. These are the qualities that define an individual of moral excellence. Consider a situation at work where someone might take credit for your idea or act unfairly toward you. The Stoic approach isn't to retaliate or hold grudges. Instead, you choose to act with wisdom and justice, responding with integrity. Create a simple personal code of ethics that aligns with Stoic virtues. What does being a virtuous person look like for you? Start each day with a commitment to act according to these principles, even in the face of adversity. Why this matters? Living virtuously leads to a life of peace, self-respect, and true happiness. You're not dependent on others' actions or external circumstances to feel fulfilled. You are at peace because you know you are acting according to your highest values. Section 7. Dealing with adversity, embracing challenges as opportunities. Another critical Stoic lesson comes from how we deal with hardship and adversity. Marcus Aurelius said, "The obstacle on the path becomes the path." Never forget, within it is the opportunity to learn. For Stoics, challenges are not things to avoid but opportunities for growth. How this looks in practice. On day 9, focus on how you perceive adversity. Instead of seeing obstacles as setbacks, recognize them as chances to improve yourself, test your resilience, and refine your character. Let's say you've been facing challenges in your personal life or your career. Instead of getting frustrated or upset, apply the Stoic mindset of seeing this as an opportunity for growth. Perhaps these challenges are teaching you patience, problem solving, or emotional resilience. Each time you face a challenge over the next few days, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can this obstacle make me stronger? Make it a habit to reframe difficulties as opportunities for improvement. Why this matters? By embracing challenges instead of resisting them, you not only build resilience, but also find purpose in the face of adversity. You stop seeing life's difficulties as roadblocks and instead view them as stepping stones toward becoming the best version of yourself. Section 8. The power of reflection. The daily check in Marcus Aurelius was a master of reflection. He took time every day to write down his thoughts, which became his meditations, an invaluable text of Stoic wisdom. He frequently reflected on his own actions, thoughts, and emotions to ensure he stayed aligned with his values. How this can work for you. On day 10, begin the practice of daily reflection. This doesn't mean endlessly pondering every little detail of your day, but taking a moment to check in with yourself. How did you act today? Did you live in accordance with your values? Where could you have done better? At the end of each day, spend 5-10 minutes journaling about what went well, what didn't, and how you can improve. Reflect on your responses to situations, especially those that tested your patience or resolve. Did you act in accordance with your Stoic virtues? Set a reminder each evening to reflect on your day. Ask yourself these 3 questions. What did I do today that aligns with my values? Where could I have responded differently to challenges? What am I grateful for today? Why this matters. This practice of reflection helps you stay mindful of your actions and continuously work towards personal growth. Over time, it helps you internalize Stoic wisdom, leading to more consistent and intentional living. Section 9. Letting go of expectations. The path to inner peace. One of the major sources of stress and dissatisfaction in life is unmet expectations. We expect things to go a certain way, and when they don't, we become frustrated. Marcus Aurelius often reminded himself that the universe is indifferent to his plans. It is not events that disturb people. It is their judgments concerning them. How this applies to you. On day 11, begin to let go of rigid expectations. Life is unpredictable, and while you can control your actions, you cannot control the outcomes. By accepting that things might not go as planned, you free yourself from unnecessary frustration and disappointment. Perhaps you've set goals for your career or personal life, and things haven't gone according to plan. Instead of becoming discouraged, practice letting go of expectations. Focus on the effort you're putting in rather than on the results, and you'll experience less stress when things don't go perfectly. When faced with disappointment or frustration, ask yourself, did I do my best? Was my effort aligned with my values? If yes, then let go of the need for a particular outcome and accept whatever happens. Why this matters? Letting go of expectations helps you build resilience, as you are no longer dependent on external outcomes for your happiness. You focus on the process, and that's where true peace comes from. Section 10. The practice of indifference, finding freedom from attachments. A significant part of Stoic thought is learning to be indifferent to external possessions and outcomes. Marcus Aurelius often reminded himself that material wealth, status, and comfort are fleeting and not the source of true happiness. You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. How to apply this? On day 12, focus on practicing indifference. This doesn't mean abandoning everything you own or becoming apathetic, but rather recognizing that true happiness doesn't come from external possessions or achievements. It comes from within. Consider how often you attach your self-worth to your job title, your social media following, or your material possession. While these things aren't inherently bad, they don't define you. Focus on the internal, your character, your integrity, your actions, and let go of the external validations. Spend a day practicing detachment. Maybe declutter your space, let go of things you don't truly need, and take time to appreciate the simple things in life. Focus on what truly matters, like relationships and personal growth. Why this matters? When you let go of attachments, you free yourself from the anxiety and dissatisfaction that comes with clinging to external outcomes. By practicing indifference, you'll experience more peace and focus on what really matters.